Hello everyone. Today we are going to solve today's LeetCode daily challenge, which is count subarrays where max element appears at least k times. So over here we have given the integer array nums and positive integer k, and our task is to find the number of subarrays where the maximum element of nums appear at least k times in that subarray. Remember over here they said about maximum element of nums, not the maximum element of particular subarray, because if we take maximum element of that particular subarray, then this question become very much difficult. So we have to focus on maximum element of nums of entire array in short. So let's go through example test cases. So we have given one subarray nums, which has 1 3 2 3 3 and k is equal to 2. So over here our maximum element is 3, which is clearly visible, and we have to find the subarrays where frequency or occurrence of element 3 is greater than 2. So this subarray we can see has frequency equal to at least 2. So this is a valid subarray. Then this 3 1 3 2 3 3 is also a valid subarray. Then 3 2 3, then 3 2 3 3, then 3 3. So these many valid subarrays we have. Similarly over here maximum element is 4, but we have given k equal to 3. So we need a subarray where 4 occur at least 3 times. But over here 4 occur only one time, so we can't take that, right? So over here 0 is the output. So from here we observe one thing, that uh, we have to first check whether our maximum element frequency is greater than k or not. If it is less than k, then we can just return 0. That uh, like one of the good observation. Then then what we can do, that we have to check. So brute force approach for this is quite simple. We can generate all the possible subarrays, and after generating all the possible subarrays we can count the occurrence of the maximum element, and if it is greater than k, then we will increment our count and return our answer. Simple, that is. But as over here our constants are 10 to the power 5, so we can't run brute force because it will be more than 1e9, so it will give us TLE for some big test cases. So what we can use over here, so whenever subarray is given mentioned in the question, then we can use sliding window. Like we need to think of sliding window approach. We can give a try to that approach. So what we can do, we can make one start and end pointer and increment our end pointer till the time we got one condition or one subarray where our condition is satisfied. And over here one thing to observe, that if this subarray is satisfied, means we like is a valid subarray, then all the possible subarrays on the right side we can take, or all the element on the right side we can include in the subarray, because we need to only satisfy that our max element frequency should be greater than equal to k. So this is satisfied. Now we can include any element no matter whether it is equal to 3 2 or anything. So this is the one observation that we can use while implementing. So yeah, so let me explain you the optimized approach. So over here I have declared one start and pointer and pointing to 0 initially and its size of the subarray. Then we need to make one hash map. Why we are using this hash map? Because over here we need to keep the frequency count, right? Because we are dealing with the frequency of the maximum element, so we need to keep the frequency count while uh, changing our subarrays or moving our window to the right side. So we need something frequency storage, dynamic frequency storage. So hashmap will help us there. Then this count equal to 0 is storing our answer thing, like how many subarrays are satisfied. This is for a maximum element of our subarray to store, or the maximum element of our entire subarray. So this here I am finding the maximum element. It is pretty much simple. Then over here I am moving my end pointer or right pointer you can say, then incrementing the frequency of that element in my hash map, then I am checking if my store max, if my frequency of the max element is greater than equal to k, then what we can do, we can start incrementing our left pointer toward the right side. So while start less than equal to end, and our store frequency, this is our, if this condition is satisfied, then over here we are incrementing our count. Then so why I am incrementing my count like this instead of incrementing plus plus or simply plus 1? This is because, like that I have told you, because if our this subarray is satisfied, then all the subarrays on the right side can append to this subarray, or all the elements, sorry, all the elements on the right side can append to this subarray and create a new subarray. So over here you can see 0 1 2 3. So our subarray, valid subarray ends over here 0 1 2 3, right? And our size of our subarray is 5. So 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. So we have two subarrays, this subarray and this subarray. So that's why we are incrementing like this, count equal to n minus n. So it will append 2 instead of 1, right? Then I am decrementing the frequency because I am incrementing my start pointer. So I am decrementing the frequency of that element from my hash map. Yeah. And at the end I am incrementing my right pointer. And finally returning our answer value. Hope, right? So it is easy question, not very much difficult. Hope I am able to explain you this logic clearly. Thank you.